This is the 4.49-inch barreled Glock 22 Gen 4 chambered in 40 S&W. It is a law enforcement trade-in version. Being a trade-in means a few things. This is a semi-automatic pistol already broken in and it was taken care of. However, it may show some wear and tear. It also means that cost savings is passed on to the consumer, i.e. you. With Glock being known for durability, reliability, and longevity, these law enforcement pistols are confidence-inspiring. Let's dive into the details. This one, not being hand-picked, just pulled from the stack, is a great representation on what to expect. Starting with the tip, the barrel does protrude just slightly from the squared-off nose of the pistol. Up top, you do have a front night sight. With it being a trade-in, I'm not 100% how bright these will still be. However, editor, can you please roll the B-roll for this specific one? Thank you, editor. Moving down to the bottom of the pistol, you do have your Picatinny rail. It is a large Picatinny rail with one crossbar slot. That should enable you to mount pretty much any laser or light that you want to put on this pistol. On the left side, you can see the brand, version/generation, origin, and caliber markings embossed into the firearm. That is pretty much classic of any Glock. On the other side, you have a BB Glock logo. No, there's more than just that. Flipping it up, you can actually see some of that wear right in on the barrel that I was referring to earlier, as well as on the rear sights, which are also Glock night sights. Normally, I do not break anything down on this channel. However, I will make an exception here. So let's show how it looks on the inside. As you can see, everything looks great here. Now let's head back to safety because monetization is important. Okay, now heading down to the polymer portion of the Glock. The trigger guard on the front does have a rib texturing with that classic Glock squared off look on the outside and the oval shaped Glock look on the inside that you've come to expect. Pulling the trigger feels exactly as you would expect from a Glock. There's a good amount of take up, especially with that trigger safety. As you pull it in, there's a clear defined wall and then the break is fairly spongy. The reset, however, is very crisp and clean. There it is, and then bang again. On the grip of this Generation 4 Glock, you can see the finger grooves that are somewhat controversial. But love it or not, Glock's texturing is holding up very nicely here. On either side is a molded, stippled kind of effect that matches the backstrap itself, which in this particular version, there are 2 in the box. So 3 in total, 1 strap here and 2 included in the box. The magwell has some dents on it, however, looks great and functions as expected. Glock does leave a nice gap between the magwell and the mag itself on the Generation 4, which of course allows you to grip and pull out a mag if something is causing it to be stuck in any sort of malfunction. As a final note, please remember to read all descriptions of any listing to make sure you're getting what you expected, as things can change depending on how they are sent from the law enforcement. In conclusion, this law enforcement Glock 22 Gen 4 is priced right around $350, saving you more than $100 in total. Not to mention, being broken in should make this reliable sidearm something you want to use for years to come. If you have any experiences with the Glock 22 Gen 4 or a law enforcement trade-in, please leave a review below. We would love to see your comments. That is all I have for you today. God bless. It is time to